what I did is I overlaid all of the doctrines that I'd been told around professional practice in Australia, particularly that of clinical medical concepts of care around professional distance and not having a real relationship with the child. So you can imagine me working in Germany, you know, lucky enough to stay in the home of one of these carers who's been doing it for 25 years, watching the interaction between one of these young people and the carer, where the child rests their head on the carer's shoulder as they're watching TV at night, and all of the alarm bells going off in me saying, you can't do that, it's professional practice. And I bite my tongue and I wait until the next morning and I speak to one of these carers, and the one I'm thinking about, her name was Linda. And, you know, I was like, Linda, you know, you can't do that. And effectively she was like, you know, come here, young blood type thing, and was like, what you don't understand is it's not about professional distance, it's professional nearness. And, you know, in more discussion, what she was trying to tell me is it's not about reproducing clinical medical concepts of care within a home environment, that it's not about applying this like we would in a 1 hour session of a counseling therapy, that what these children need at a base is an attuned adult that's going to be safe and secure enough with them so they can drop out of fight, flight, and freeze. And then you've got a shot at applying this knowledge that you have from your professional practice to help them heal. So that's the context in Germany, and it bit me in that way that you get when you see an idea that's actually being lived out and practiced. And it probably gave me permission to admit, Nick, what I already knew was true about raising children.
Yes. Well, this gets down to one of my slogans, which is that I'm saying that you were at the Harry met Sally point, and I'm talking about the scene in the restaurant where the woman says, I'll have what she's having. So you have to show people something that works, and then they recognize it, and you can't say it because our world is so saturated in slogans, so saturated in lists of values and nice things and slogans saying we put people first. And everyone kind of knows they're not putting people first, but they're sort of trying to put people first. And life goes on. And then they suddenly see something. And this was my experience looking at Family by Family, a co-designed program which had tried to bring people with some social sciences skills together with some social working skills together with the families themselves and put together something that was compelling for them all. Anyway, so I've just interrupted you and I want you to go on with your story, please.
Yeah, I completely agree that it's a really interesting space, and hopefully we'll get there later in the discussion around people that are trying to help, and we have stated values about being there for children, but our lived values can be if they're in competition with other needs.